Another blow for the caravan industry as another dealer goes into administration. That's 2 dealers, I mean, one definitely gone, but another dealer going into administration within the last month or so. So what on earth is going on? So that's something that we're going to be covering in this video. We're going to go over to Gayy, we're going to have a look at the build, and then we'll be back over and having a look at what is going on, who's going into administration, who's actually completely closed down, and what the outlook is looking like. So we're over at Gayy and we're going to have a quick little look at what's new, what's come in, what's different. We're going to nip over to Garden Village and have a look at what's going over there. We're going to have a look at the build. Our camper sort of build is moving on. We'll have a look at what is going on within the market, so we'll see what's selling, what's not selling, what's sticking. So a little VW camper, that's gone. We have got the little auto sleeper Lancashire, so that's just come in. So that's like the Nuevo special edition, 3,300 kilos. Now this has got the funky little seats inside, so you can actually change the seating round on this. So you've got 4 travelling seat belts, seats above the bed, and then these all convert out. So there's we'll probably come back to this and just convert these back over in a minute once I've got some help. But a cracking little motorhome, great little sort of starter compact motorhome, which I think this is going to fly away. I don't think this is going to be in for very long at all. A couple of little Majestics. So we've got the 115, we have looked in this one before, so this is again another nice little compact one. We've got a little compact Caravan that's just come in, so again on the theme of the compact ones, we're going to have a look in that in a minute. 6'6" wide, the little Caravan that's just come in. Little, absolute lovely little motor on this one. Really nice. This is very similar to the layout on the Caravan that we're going to be looking at in a minute. Under your 3.5 tonne again, so again 3,300 kilos, 51,995, 4,500 miles. So again a beautiful little 2-berth motorhome for going around and touring. Camera lady is back. So just doing a bit of a tour around. The nice Swift, we looked in this 560, so that's got the island bed on the back. Nice layout. The little compact, so again this is new in. Look how wide that is, or look how wide it isn't. So the Marbury. Is it the Marbury or the Marlborough? So a little Marbury. So that's 6'6", 5.37 metres overall. It's got everything. We've done a little separate video on this, so that's popping up now, but we can pop our head in and have a quick little look. We're going to pop and have a look at a little bit of time-lapse on the build. Just see what we've got up to, where we are on the camper build, and then there's going to be a link for the full build, and then we'll go over to Garden Village. I think we've got a tip coming up as well, so don't miss the tip that's coming up. Wasn't a bad guess. Worked out difficult trying to cut from the outside to the inside and guarantee you're sort of in the middle and where you thought that you were. So it's now starting to actually look a bit like something. We've got the front window to do, the other side windows to do. So just a bit of an update, and hopefully you've enjoyed seeing how it's coming along. That is the build, slowly starting to get there. The outside now is looking a bit more like, not far off from actually getting inside and starting to get the insides done and sorted. So at the very beginning part of the video, we've mentioned that another dealer has gone into administration, and there's another dealer that's absolutely completely closed down. So one of the Caravan Company sites, I think it was Northamptonshire, they have closed down. Not so much down to sort of just because of the market or anything like that. It's actually due to one of the owners' poor health. So hopefully everything is okay there on that side of it. But it's another dealer that is sort of gone. So I think they've still got one dealership in Wimborne, Dorset, I think it is. So that one is still up and going, and it's just, as I say, just literally down to poor health. But another dealership that has just gone into administration, I think it was on Tuesday the 9th, was Broad Lane Leisure. So I think they sold off one of their branches a while ago. The other branch, I think it was Warwickshire, has just gone into administration, unfortunately. So not sure exactly what is going to happen there with that, but it's a bit worrying. Just a little bit worrying of sort of are we going to see more of this year? I know that at the very beginning part of the year we'd sort of warned and said about potential dealers going bust. We pretty much had got a good idea that there was a big amount of dealers that were about to go bust, but actually throughout the year there's been quite a few other ones that have gone out of business that we didn't know about, we hadn't really heard anything about. So it's worrying times, and it's definitely sort of a sign of the market. The market has slowed down quite considerably. Prices have come down quite considerably. So you'll see sort of part exchange prices. We've been saying this for a while. The prices on the forecourts, everything has come down quite dramatically, and that is part of what is making life a little bit difficult at the moment. Is that if people have got part exchange, and this is a part exchange that has just come in actually, if they've bought, or if you've bought within the last couple of years, sort of from what you've paid and what you're probably getting offered now in part exchange is a big difference. Prices have just dramatically come down. The new glasses guide, which is ending, so there's not going to be any more glasses guide after this year, but over the last, even this year, sort of last year they dropped really dramatically, and then this year they've actually still been dropping. The last glasses guide that came out, there was another drop again. So prices are still sort of coming down, so it's just making it more difficult if you've got a part exchange and you have bought it sort of fairly recently. It seems as though you've lost a lot of money, but then whatever you're looking to swap it for has also come down in value. So, but it's just trying to get your head around that. If you've paid sort of 20 grand for something and then you're only are getting offered 13, 14, 15,000 now in part exchange, it's a massive loss. So it's a difficult one then to sort of justify losing that money and spending more money out on something different. And that's part of the struggle that we've had, and I think a reason why a lot of the dealers have started to get into trouble. A couple of old little part exchanges. So this went sold, and this actually, they were buying this and they'd got an electric car, and then they found out that the electric car couldn't tow it, so that got cancelled, unfortunately. So that's back on sale. Another little one. Have a look at this. This will take you back. I've not. Obviously, the little solitaire next door to it was an older one as well, but look at the old colours going back through again on the sort of older van. What is it, a 98? I'm guessing. I've not even actually looked at what the year is. Might be even older than that. Might be 95. So it's funny going back into the older vans and looking at the older sort of colour schemes and upholsteries and what have you. and then they've put a fixed bed at the back, or made it into a fixed bed. So originally that would have been seats, and you could make it up and down as a fixed bed. So they've just put a mattress in there. It's got a little washroom. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of damp and need a bit of TLC on this, but another little one that's just come in part exchange. And you'll start to see actually that we're a little bit low on stock. So we've got a few spaces that are coming up, and again we're being very, very picky on what we're buying in at the moment, what we're taking in. So there's a fair bit of stuff on the market, but we are, as I say, just being a little bit picky of what we're taking in, what's coming in. So we've got another couple of spaces here, a couple of spaces here. We've got a couple of part exchanges that are due in. We've got a really nice Swift 560, so that's got the island bed at the back, and that's due in over this weekend, I think it is. Another one that's just come in is the Pastiche 520. So this has got the side dinette. This is another one that's just come in. So again, things are still moving, but it's not as busy as what we've been used to, how it has been. Things have definitely slowed down. So you'll see a lot on the newer, more expensive side has been struggling. That sort of price range has been really struggling. But sort of your mid-range stuff we've still been fairly busy with. So it's just picking and moving with the market is sort of again what we ended up having to do all over COVID, coming out of COVID, and now sort of getting back to this normal sort of market and figuring things out, trying to find out what actually is popular now. What was popular previously isn't popular now. We've found, I think we've said it a few times now, that the side dinettes, it wasn't that popular over COVID, and now all of a sudden they've started to get a lot more popular again. I think a lot of people that are coming into the market from the tents and what have you, they don't really want the fixed beds. They've not been used to a fixed bed area. They'd rather have the seating in the living area and a decent washroom now. So this layout has been very, very popular. Some of the 6 berths we've been a little bit slower with. Again, it's that family thing, I think, just not really wanting to spend the money. So and again, the smaller fixed beds, I think we had a look in this the other week. This sort of layout is quite popular as well, and again, being that bit smaller, you've not got to have a massive tow car. So again, this layout has been quite popular. So it's a funny one. And again, it's just, as I say, just swapping and changing with the market. There's still a bit of doom and gloom out there, but I think now we've got the football to look forward to, so fingers crossed we can do well in the final. I think we've done fantastic to get to where we are, and it's just, we just need the weather, we just need things now to start moving forwards, and I think it will pick back up again on the used market and on the new market. It's just a bit of a slog out there at the minute. So touch wood, we're not going to see any more dealers go into administration or anything this year, hopefully, but you just don't know what's around the corner. So we'll be keeping up with our sort of updates and looking at the market, see what's happening, keeping an eye on prices. Again, we'll do a price update in the next couple of months as well. So, and again, we've got our build updates. As new stock comes back through, again, we'll keep those up to date. And again, we're hoping to try and get a tip in, and then obviously with that one dealer going into administration, that sort of swayed the video more towards that. So we didn't get our tip in this week, sorry, but again, we're going to get back onto our tips and things to look out for, things that you should be doing with your caravan or motorhome. So keep on subscribing, drop us a comment, let us know with a thumbs up if you like the video, and again, we'll see you on the next video soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.